Hey everyone, Casey here, and I am back for today's video where we're going to continue our breakdown of one of the best things about Star Wars, the Stormtroopers. So in this video, we've compiled and analyzed all the variations of Stormtroopers across the First Order military from the sequel trilogy films. So the first part was obviously all the Imperial military for the Galactic Empire that spanned, of course, the original trilogy, as well as a lot of the canon stuff. But this video is going to be all about the First Order stuff. So let's get going! Alright, so first off, obviously you've got the First Order Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper line continues as, of course, the general infantry units for the First Order's military. However, while the Republic Army troopers were clones, Stormtroopers for the Galactic Empire were enlisted men and women. The First Order Stormtroopers are kidnapped children. They're forcefully conscripted into the First Order from youth, sometimes even birth, and trained to become loyal soldiers. They also wear the stark white armor, and they all have their own unit designations rather than names. The Stormtroopers for the Empire were a voluntary army, and the First Order Stormtroopers have basically been bred and raised to be loyal fanatics, which makes them a heck of a lot more dangerous. Stormtrooper Executioner. So for the First Order, even they need their own judicial stormtroopers, or the Stormtrooper Executioners as they are also known. These troopers, depicted in The Last Jedi, are the ones who dispense the First Order's own personal brand of justice. That means, yes, they get to execute the enemies of the First Order, and they do it with special laser axes, because of course they do. Their white armor is similar to the regular stormtroopers, but they do have a noticeable black stripe on their helmets as well as black shoulder pads. I guess the good thing about the laser axes is if they cauterize the wound, the corpse probably won't leave a mess. So that's basically the only good thing about it. Snowtroopers. Yes, the First Order does indeed get its own special brand of snowtroopers. The snowtroopers for the First Order get their own special set of armor to deal with the frigid planets and temperatures, such as Starkiller Base in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Their armor also has environment unit backpacks and insulated helmets to help keep them warm and cozy. Of course, you'll have to note that the helmets also have a special slit. While it does look a little bit like that slit would actually make it harder for them to see out of the buckets on their heads, it actually serves to reduce glare from the snow. Underneath their armor, their body glove is resistant to heat, and they also have an oversuit that is made of a wind-resistant fabric. Also, in case you didn't know, Starkiller Base was made out of the actual planet it's situated on. It was the snowtroopers who were deployed to scout the planet and eliminate all forms of native life, so that the First Order could then turn the planet into a giant ball of destruction. The Riot Control Stormtrooper. So do you remember that Stormtrooper in The Force Awakens who yells, "Traitor!" That was Stormtrooper FN 2199. He is also a Riot Control Stormtrooper. This unit of Stormtrooper is very similar to the standard Stormtroopers of the First Order. However, they get to wield those fun Z6 Riot Control batons, which can go toe-to-toe with a lightsaber, which, for those of you who don't know, was always one of those weapons that George Lucas really wanted to have. He wanted to make sure that Stormtroopers had some sort of weapon that could counter a Jedi lightsaber, and they brought it back for The Force Awakens, which was really cool. And they also have ballistic riot shields, as well as being trained in riot control tactics. They still carry F-11D blaster rifles if their non-lethal riot tactics fail. The Praetorian Guard. Now we checked on this. The Praetorian Guard, red armored guards for Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars The Last Jedi, are indeed not the Knights of Ren. The Praetorian Guard were the elite guardsmen for Supreme Leader Snoke of the First Order. This group of 8 guardsmen wear special armor and carry vibro weapons that are powerful enough to deflect lightsabers, as we saw on The Last Jedi. The guards are divided into 4 matched pairs with unique weapons. They are a clear homage to the Royal Guardsmen for Emperor Palpatine in the Galactic Empire's own military. And these guards are also masters of the martial arts of the Star Wars universe, including Terakasi. That's right, the martial arts created for that god-awful Star Wars fighting game from 1997 is indeed canon. Mega Blaster Heavy Assault Trooper. These First Order troopers get to carry around some heavy ordnance, hence the name Mega Blaster Heavy Assault Trooper. The so-called Mega Blaster is the FWMB-10 repeating blaster. Plus, they get to wear cool web gear with extra little pack things. What are in those packs? Extra ammo? Blaster charges? Why do we never see anyone reload their blasters in Star Wars if they need ammo? I'm sure there's a reason. There's always a reason. The Flame Troopers. You might remember the Flame Troopers when they were sent in to cleanse that ill-fated village on the planet of Jakku at the beginning of The Force Awakens, that little Church of the Force village. These are specialist troopers, of course, for the First Order infantry that use the D-93 incinerators in order to flush out entrenched enemies by burning them alive, or burning their houses and making them and flushing them out. You know, that happens. Besides flamethrowers, they also have propellant tanks they wear as backpacks, as well as glare-reducing helmets. Their their body gloves underneath their armors protect them from the heat of their weapons. Captain Troopers, aka Phasma. Does Captain Phasma count? Daggum right she counts. Who's to say Phasma is the only captain within the First Order military? She's just maybe the only one we saw. As a First Order captain, Phasma also wears a unique chromium-plated armor. The armor can protect her from harmful radiation and also will deflect small arms blaster fire, as we expect armor to do. She also gets to wear that spiffy armor weave cape. It's not just cloth, it's armor weave, right? She's a soldier, she's utilitarian, you know, everything has a purpose. Phasma's weapon of choice is the Somblast's F-11D blaster rifle. She also fought against Fen using a command staff in The Last Jedi. So that was our rundown of all the troopers from both the Imperial military and First Order military of the Star Wars universe. But what did you think of all of them? Were there any canonical trooper variants that we might have missed? There's over 20. Do we run down the troopers of the Grand Army of the Republic, aka clone troopers? Let us know what you think about that. So if you liked it or enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and check out, as always, some of our other Star Wars themed content. I'm Casey, and may the Force be with you.